Hey, friend, welcome to Faithful Hustle. I am Peyton, and this is a space for people who are building dreams, growing their faith, and learning how to do both without burning out. Through honest conversations, practical strategies, and a little loving truth, I'm here to remind you that your hustle can still honor God. So let's dive into today's episode. Episode 27, y'all. Obedience over outcome. Peace comes when you stop trying to control your outcome and you start focusing on actual obedience. I used to think that if I just worked harder or did more, that I could control the results. But I've learned that God never asked me to control the outcome. He only asked me to trust him with it. So obedience doesn't always make sense in the moment, but it always makes impact in the long run. A lot of times, the things God asks us to do feel small or uncomfortable, but they're actually building something bigger than we can see. And it's true. We don't know the plan for us, but it is also up to us of whether or not we're going to be obedient and fulfill that plan. So let me ask you some questions. Where in your life are you trying to control the outcome instead of trusting God? What would obedience look like for you today, even if it feels uncomfortable? And are you delaying your next step because you're afraid of what might happen? I have this side story. So, my cousin and I decided to make something in Instapot the other night, and neither one of us are like professional Instapot users. And it said pH on it. And so we called my mom, and she said it's preheating. Well, it said pH for 15 minutes. And my cousin was like, but how long is it going to do this? And my mom says 15, 20 minutes. And it was, we plugged it in and hit the buttons and stuff. But we were trying to control that outcome instead of just having trust that Instapot was actually doing its work. Same with God, y'all. Same. You don't necessarily know what's going on behind the scenes, but stuff is happening, all right? So like that Instapot, it was doing magical work that we did not know about yet, but by having trust in the system, we were able to make a successful dinner. So let's do some tactical takeaways because y'all know I love to do this. So I would love for y'all to write down one thing that you feel God is nudging you to do and do it today. Rip off the Band-Aid. Just do it today, y'all. Nothing beats messy action. You may think you want to perfect it a little bit more, but hey, guess what? No, do it today. Today's the day. And release the result. Your job is to be obedient, not to control that outcome. And then declare, I trust God with the results. And then if you need to, write it on a Post-it note and put it somewhere you'll see it daily. I used to write little messages on my bathroom mirror to myself because I knew when I got up and brushed my teeth in the morning, I would see them. So I had little messages, little Post-it notes all over the place in my bathroom, especially. And, obedience plants seeds, y'all. God handles the harvest. And again, I would love to tell a side story about my cousin. My cousin and I, we have a massive amount of fruits and vegetables growing right now, like between the two of us, because I'm a little farmer and so is she. But we're both kind of impatient because we can see the flowers and the baby fruits on the vines, but they're not ready to harvest yet, and it's just driving us nuts. So we did our work, though. We were obedient. We planted the seeds. Now God is handling the harvest. So that wraps up today's episode of Faithful Hustle. And if you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe, rate, and review because it helps more people find faith-filled business and leadership encouragement. Don't forget to tag me on social media with your biggest takeaway. Stay bold, stay rooted, and keep hustling with purpose, y'all. Love y'all.